Then I want to actually touch upon the intersection of machine learning and quantum, right? In the remaining time that we have, right? Talk a little bit about like, what does it mean for current machine learning practitioners? And also, is it like, better tools, different kinds of tools to go solve the same problems you're solving? Is it back to original argument that everybody talks about, more horsepower to the problems that you would otherwise solve? Lay
Right.
that landscape out for me.
Well, obviously, quantum's not appropriate for everything. However, in machine learning, like I said, you've got the John Preskill paper I just mentioned. You have
Yep.
several papers that you can go look at the archive and say, wow, there's really interesting stuff done in QML. There's obviously an advantage in models to me because of the fact of the probability factor, right? So I think, if you're in machine learning, you should be working with quantum like today. Does that mean it's your job immediately? No. Does it mean it's some big pay raise? Does it mean no? But I'm telling you, in the next 12 to 16 months, you'll see those two worlds blend a lot more and a lot more often. Both more blend and more frequent blend than we've seen in the last 5 years that I've been, officially kind of working here at Strangeworks. And so, what does it mean? Yeah, there you will need some new tools, tools to manage, tools to inference, tools to data. You'll need new tools because quantum computers don't have memory. So
Yep.
you won't be taking a massive data lake and putting it on a quantum computer anytime
Yeah.
soon. So you have to take some sample of data. Well, how do you sample that data? And if you sample it different ways, is it get different results, right? So there's a huge greenfield opportunity for companies and individuals in machine learning to start looking into moving into kind of quantum machine learning. And there's a ton of opportunities to create new solutions, that new algorithms. There's a ton of opportunity. I mean, it's a wide open ocean.
Mm.
I think that quantum machine learning will be one of the first areas that you start seeing the more proofs of advantage, more usage, more stuff. And I think as the closer we get to a general purpose quantum computer, the more that will happen. But remember, these machines still don't have memory, right? We're still
Yeah.
running, single things to single qubits, be it a laser, wire, whatever.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
all manner of things that to be solved. But if you're on the software side, quantum machine learning is the on ramp into quantum computing. It's my opinion. If you know enough
Mm.
about machine learning, that's your on ramp. It doesn't make it easy. If you're debugging it and you have a problem, and the problems with, you're writing something for security and you're doing teleportation, and you're like, okay, if you don't understand that, I mean, remember the early days of being a computer scientist, a developer, if you will, way back in the day, you had to be an electrical engineer because you had to understand the flow of electricity between the gates.
Yep.
Fast forward to 2023,
Yeah.
if you don't understand the physics,
E-
you know,
Yeah.
you,
Even
you, you could
even
be lost.
back in the day, like even 10 years ago, 20 years ago, machine learning engineers and data scientists had to worry about building the infrastructure before they can solve the problems. Not anymore, right? You've created a level of abstraction.
That's right.
And this is
That's
where
right.
like companies like, Strangeworks, for your company, you guys can act, you're, assuming you're creating that abstraction for more and more people to get into the fold and participate in this revolution.